Kev, Candy and Kev, Candy and Kev. Get ready.
Here we go, it's the show you've been waiting for.
I know you've been waiting.
Just sit back, you will see, you're gonna want some more. We talk about love, life, fam, fun, all in one. Let's take a ride. It just begun. Come on, everybody, you're sure to get your laugh on. It's the Candy Kev.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to your Wednesday edition of Car Conversations with Candy and Kev.
We would like to thank our off-site technician for letting us know we had some technical issues on the back end, so we restarted it over. We have a special guest that'll be joining us today. He is the CEO of Jam Network, as well as
He is also the CEO of Global Mixed Gender Basketball.
So we'll be right back. We're going to give you some time to go ahead and get your coffee and all that good stuff. And
As we always ask you, go ahead and hit that share button. So, like we mentioned, we have a very, very, very special show today.
as you can see, we are we spruced up a little
I
bit. You know what?
When they said the boss, when they said the boss was the big boss, the CEO is going to be on the show today. I have to tell you that I have not reached into this side of my closet since February.
It's been a while.
Since February, I'm just gonna put it out there.
And the crazy thing is, I when you said, I'm gonna throw in something, I was like, well, okay, let me find something real quick. So we wanted to, and we might sound really starched and whatever, but our CEO was really down there. So we're gonna be Candy and Kev, yo. Look, we're gonna have a great time this morning. It's gonna be a great conversation for all of my creators. This will be an opportunity to learn some information on how you can submit your information and all that good stuff. My basketball players, if you still feel like you got it, this is an opportunity. It might be a team that's looking for you. So make sure you stay tuned to us and keep things plugged in, because it's going to be a great show today.
Yes, so I cannot stress enough, if you are creative and you have some TV ready projects, all types of projects, and all types of creative people, go ahead and make sure you tune in. Tag a creative that you know. We're talking singers, we're talking actors, we're talking screenwriters, we're talking TV show writers. If you call yourself a creative, this is the show you want to tune into today. So tag a friend. Pronto.
So I must be honest, Candy, I'm getting a lot of compliments on your necklace, but I am checking out those earrings. Let's do who you get those
Well,
from?
it's the earrings and the necklace.
Oh, okay.
So, this is a necklace and earring set from my good friend at Elements Design. You can find him at Elements Design, on Instagram. This man, he hand makes all of this jewelry. He hand makes all of this jewelry.
Copper?
I wanted this one in copper, but he does brass, he does silver. He works a lot with various crystals and other types of elements, thus element designs. I have a beautiful amethyst piece. My birthstone is amethyst, and I have a beautiful amethyst piece. I'm sorry. I got a message that I need to make sure we get in, so I need to pull that up. Actually, Kevin, as I'm describing this, I'm going, no, okay.
No.
Okay, so I'll just be sure to make sure. But in any event, okay, so in any event, you can go ahead and check him out at Elements Design. He works with all types of, he's first of all, he's a very pleasant man to work with. I met him while I was touring with the Collective Mike and performing at the Atlanta Theater Festival. It's a big theater festival that Atlanta puts on every year. We were supposed to be there this year. But so just really quick, the design, if you're asking what the design is, I showed a couple of weeks ago, I did a virtual run. It's called the Ink and Run 5K. And after you did your run, you're supposed to show off your ink. And I have a rib cage tattoo going down the side of my body. And before I got this tattoo, because tattoo is a commitment, I researched what the design meant, where it originated from, and what the purpose was. And so in any event, when I ran that 5K, then I posted the picture, and my good friend at Elements Design, he hit me right up, and he knew that it had to be a significance. So I not only told him about it, but then I actually sent him a website to educate himself. And the next thing you know, this actually mimics a piece of the this is actually one piece of the design of my tattoo.
Oh, wow. I just recognized that's a whole new piece. I thought that was a piece you already had.
No, So,
Okay,
and
cool.
my side tat. So look,
Yeah.
it's actually the whole bottom half of my side tat.
Cool.
So, but you can check him out. He's an
I
African.
wonder if he can make me one of my gallbladder that they took out. That's no.
I guess. The man could do anything. If you want to, he could probably find an element that looks like a gallbladder and throw it together for you. I'm not really sure that that's what you want to rock, but you bring up a good point, because he does make jewelry for men as well.
Okay, cool.
He makes those, guys like the thick bracelets.
Bracelets, yes.
Yeah, maybe I should have gotten you one for Father's Day. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Don't surprise me.
Oh, it's too late now.
Right.
But
no, it hasn't passed.
I picked up something else.
Oh.
So, maybe next year. There's always next year. But so go ahead and check him out one more time, Kevin, at Element Design on Instagram. He also has an Etsy store. But I put the Instagram because the things that he makes, they go so quickly that sometimes they don't make it to Etsy, and they're all reasonably priced. So go ahead and check them out.
Definitely. So listen, everybody, before we have our special guest come in today.
You can take that off now. You did. I'm sorry.
We're going to, Candy has an announcement that we just found out about. Unfortunately, I'm not able to put the graphic up because we just got it. But this is very important, especially in the particular areas that are...
So yes, this is a very important PSA, and forgive me from reading from my little screen here, but I legit, as I was talking about this beautiful artwork on my neck, because that's basically what it is. It's artwork. Yeah. This message came in from one of our viewers and said, please be sure to announce the summer primary elections. So I'm going to take that moment because it's very important. Yes. So listen up for your state. We know, thank God, we've been blessed to have audience that reaches across this nation and other countries as well. Shout out to you, Bass Drum, all the way over in South Africa. He is a watcher of our show and a couple of others. And we have people watching in Japan.
Yes.
And some other places as well. But as it pertains to the summer primary elections here in our countries, very, very important. On June 9th, which is today, I need all of our Georgia watchers, our Nevada, North Dakota, South Carolina, and West Virginia. Today is your day to make your voice heard.
So all of our folk in Atlanta, you got to get out there and vote. Like, ain't no use you protesting if you ain't voting, because you doing yourself an injustice. So get out there and vote, people.
Yeah, so today, June 9th, Georgia, Nevada, North Dakota, South Carolina, West Virginia, rock your vote. Again, we're not going to tell you who to vote for.
Yes, I am. I'm going to tell you, don't vote for that.
But we are going to say make your vote count. And then coming up on June 23rd, we have Kentucky, New York, and Virginia. That's going to be on June 23rd. And then also on June 30th, it's going to be Colorado, Oklahoma, and Utah. So again, today is the day for Georgia, Nevada, North Dakota, South Carolina, and West Virginia.
And we'll post this graphic on our on this particular live, and some kind of way we'll post it in this particular stream. But listen, everybody, we are excited. We have a special guest, none other than Mr. James
First of all,
Scott.
pause. Richard, you're a nut. He's talking shout out from New Jersey. Man, you down the street. Hush.
Yeah. So before we bring him in, we're going to go to a quick infomercial, and then we're going to be joined by none other than the CEO of Jam Network
and the CEO of Global Mixed Gender Basketball, none other than the James Scott. But listen up, we have some news for you.
We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Candy and Kev, and you know us from Car Conversations, but hey, it's the year 2020, and it's time to take that thing up to the next level.
It just begun. Come on, everybody, you're sure to get your laugh on.
And so we have none other than the James Scott. He is the CEO of the All Black owned Jam Network. He is also pulling double duty as the CEO of the Global Mixed Gender, that's right, ladies, Global Mixed Gender Basketball League.
I just want you to know, Mr. Scott, we actually started, me and my wife, we started that years ago. It didn't go too well. It was us. It was us
the
guys
neighborhood Mixed Gender Basketball League.
We was arguing, fussing, but you went ahead and coined something special, man.
So welcome to the show. We were teasing him. I said, you done made me pull out my semi-work clothes today.
Because he's always clean.
He's always clean. And always with those shades. Always with some nice shades.
Yes.
So welcome to the show. We are so excited. We've been telling people about our partnership with the Jam Network company since, everything kind of talks began last year. We were able to sign on the dotted line, and we were so excited to be in that studio beginning March, and then, a little Corona happened. But Mr. James Scott, always encouraging, said, you guys keep pushing. Welcome to the show, sir.
How you guys doing this morning?
I'm well. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. We got a lot of things going on. So, you could sit back and do nothing during this pandemic, or you can get out there and do what we've been doing, just honing our crafts and getting prepared for the big days that are ahead.
Yes.
I say, I will tell you one thing, viewers. This man, we have had more conference calls and emails, and he gave us like a good 2 weeks to kind of like sit and figure out what this corona situation was. And then we just kind of said, I looked at Kevin and I said, come on, Kev, let's do what it do.
Yeah, we got to make
And we
something
got a
happen.
call from the CEO, said, I love it. And let me just say this. I just love how he talks. Let me just say this. If the other people on this network are not finding a way to get it done like you guys are getting it done, I don't need them on my network.
Well, we're excited, and I've just watched you guys grow so much. I mean, it's just we've had conversations, and I see people watching you, but they have no idea where this is going to go because it takes the way you guys work together is incredible. Okay, and people have seen this show, and right now, you might say it's in a small venue, but it's helped Jam Network get other people to say who are Candy and Kev, okay? Because every time who are Candy and Kev, people keep talking about you guys. Um, I'm in my car yesterday, and I'm gonna go back 2 weeks ago. I'm in the car, and all of a sudden I get a call from I'm from calling you from ESPN. Is this Mr. Scott? And that's the call I've been waiting for 4 or 5 years. Games. Yesterday, I get a call. This is Donnie Simpson. Okay. I'm coming back. I'd like to be on Jam Network. And I'm saying to myself, oh my, he says, I said, is this a joke, Frank? He says, no, I want to be on Jam Network. So I'm, I'm just like blown away, but we've done a lot of work. Okay. We're getting prepared now um, we're watching what the NBA does, and once they start having games, we're going to start having games, and we'll start in Houston with expedition games. Uh,
So, Mr. Scott, before we get a little too ahead of ourselves, because all so far that our viewers know about Jam Network is what we've been telling them, but we have the CEO right here.
Yes.
So, tell everyone what Jam Network is, what inspired you to build this company and to create this company, and what your mission is and what you hope to accomplish and what you are going to, because we have to speak those things,
Yeah.
what you are going to accomplish with Jam Network.
well, this is what Jam Network number one is preserving Black Hollywood. Jam Network, I watch a lot of the movie channel where we're seeing a lot of white Americans from the 1930s present. We might see Sidney Poitier every now and again on that channel, but basically, it's not showing the history of Black film. All right. For instance, we're putting out programming together right now, and we've bought about 900 black and white films. Okay. And most of those black and white films, I'll give an example: Murder in Harlem. Okay.
Mm.
Um, then we have the jazz series with Lionel Hampton, Lena Horne. I mean, some of the young viewers might not know about these people, but you will know about them because Thursday night is our jazz night. Okay.
Okay.
Not only that, our daytime programming is going to be the Candy and Kev Show. We have a couple of doctor shows, and mostly it's geared to educate Black Americans. Okay, I mean, and educate anybody who, because we went to school for history, but we got gypped because a lot of things that we're bringing to the channel um, are going to educate you. Like, for instance, we have small clips. We have minute and a half clips of Black history. For instance, we talk about Black stewardess, who the first Black stewardess to start flying on planes and the things that they went through. We talk about Beethoven, Beethoven being a pianist, but Beethoven was Black. People don't recognize or even know that. Okay,
Mm.
we talk about our Black surgeon, first person that did heart surgery. All right, and it goes on and on and on. So the difference between our channel which I was hoping that BT would have done. Um, I'm I know that we're going to be more educational um, to people people that of color. Okay.
Now,
So what?
one of the things that I noticed, James, is when we originally started these conversations, and along with coming on the network, and the pandemic hit, we were all kind of shook. We didn't know how we didn't know how we were gonna move forward. We didn't know how things were going to work out,
But
and
not
even
Jam Network, because he
yeah.
was still
But
making
even I
deals.
believe even as Jam Network had to make some adjustments, but I believe that the timing is now perfect for Jam Network with everyone looking to support black businesses. They're looking for an outlet to say, "Yo, I can go to Jam Network and check out," because right now I don't know of too many complete black owned networks. Unfortunately, when BET was sold by Bob Johnson, we lost that network, to a bigger conglomerate. But you'll be the sole proprietor and owner of this network, and you'll call the shots of what's put on the network.
So
But
this is very important because
yeah,
we have a lot of creatives that are watching today. I'm seeing names of people logging on,
mhm.
and so we've been telling them. But it's one thing, I guess, for Candy and Kev to say, "Listen, guys, if you have TV ready projects,
Mhm.
quality, dope projects, you guys need to get it to me because I can help you get that on the small screen, on the television." So can you speak not only to what types of projects you're looking for, and also where Jam Network, how you're streaming, on what platforms you'll be streaming?
Well, Jam Network is a company called Tulex. Tulex is probably the biggest there is on streaming. Okay, you have Sling, even Netflix is using Tulix. We have a gentleman that we actually took from Tulix that now works for Jam Network. His name is Kenny Hart. But that's a good question you brought up. And if people have been watching Candy and Kev car conversations, and now you're watching them on during this pandemic, you'll see the step up that they've done. We've had so many conversations, and it's so nice when you find somebody because at first Candy and Kev looked at me and yeah, we hear you, man. But I was persistent to get you guys, all right. And now I just, it's so beautiful to see you go and actually do production that's A1 production, going straight to music with the artists that you have that just was taken back and saying, okay, let me get somebody, let me go to the next person now. We but what to answer your question, if you're out there with a project that you feel strongly about, that's professional, contact Jam. Go to jamnetworktv.com and there's a link where you can actually contact us. All right. We have yesterday we had a meeting a Zoom meeting with 32 of our content providers. Okay. And it's amazing of how many people are getting the opportunity and actually be able to talk to the CEO. You're not going to talk to the CEO of Netflix. Okay. You're not going to talk to the CEO of Amazon, but you can talk to me for now. Now it's the time for you to, and seriously, now it's the time for you to bring your A game to us. That's Candy and Kev always say, bring your A game to us. All right. Things are changing. I'm actually looking for some um, black activists, man or women, who are out there right now who need a platform because things are changing. All these old heads out there, all these old activists out there, they're gone. Okay, all sold out. But listening on social media, I found out a lot of these young people, just ordinary people, I want them to have a platform. I want them to voice themselves and their opinions because it's a couple of people that just knew exactly what to say during this pandemic. Okay.
So, with their connection to being involved with Jam Networks, what are the different streaming applications, I guess is the word, that you'll be streaming on? If
We
you're at liberty to say.
We of course Liberty. We'll be streaming July, the week of first week of July. We'll be on Roku. We'll be on Apple TV. Okay, we'll be on the iOS, Android. We'll be on the iPhone because we're on Apple TV. You name it, we're on it. Okay. Everyone says they're streaming on a channel. Okay, you go to your TV, which we'll give you instructions to do. We'll have an 800 number if you're having a problem. But believe me, it'll be simple to watch our channel. Okay. And another thing, we're looking for doctors. Okay. To have a show. We have one doctor now coming on with Dr. Bay. He's very educational. He's got 100 episodes, but I'm going to get Dr. Bay on our channel. And then we have a diabetes doctor. Okay, we're going to have our daytime lineup. Is you're going to think you're watching TBS or Channel 7 or whatever because we want to educate you, and then we'll go into our movies, to our shoot 'em ups or whatever, and you'll have a great time. You'll be able to turn to the channel and say, wow, I never seen that movie before. Because we have a lot of movies from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, okay? And plus our content providers.
So for our content providers, because again, I've been talking to my creatives and they just cannot. So
They're
God
joining
has
right now as we speak.
God has blessed me. Yeah, I see him joining right now. God has blessed me to be able to use a talent that he's given me. So I've been able to do more acting in the last couple of years than I ever thought that I would be able, and I would have been able to. And I've met so many creative film writers and playwrights that have said to me like, I would love to see this as a TV show, or I would love to. And I have to tell you, James, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I had this one, and they forgave me because they knew it was passion, right? I freaked out because I'm like, I'm telling you, I just got off the phone with the CEO. He has given Kevin and I, because he has faith in us, and if we tell him, James, it's a dope project, he's gonna strongly consider it because he knows that we're not gonna give him any trash. And you all are saying that you want opportunities. This is a network that they won't whitewash your project because they want content that shows the Black experience. And I'm hearing crickets, and I'm like, so this is the time for independent film artists and everything, and nobody's coming up with anything. So maybe if they hear it from the voice of the CEO.
Well, another thing, we're going to be doing some projects. We're going to be doing auditions for a series called Mr. Lucky. Okay, we're going to be doing some auditions soon for that. Now, we license your project, okay, and whatever analytics is how you get paid, okay, and we'll explain all that to you. But right now, I'm looking for filmmakers. If you don't have a project, you know how to edit, okay? This is an opportunity to get on the ground floor, and you're out there, and you can't be one of those guys that waiting for $1 million because it's not going to happen right away, okay? Netflix is not listening to you right now. They have enough projects. One of their scenes, they could have a driving scene where they're running into cars, which costs them $300,000. But there's a lot of Black filmmakers right here, right now, that have projects in the can. Talk to us.
So one of the questions that come through: are you accepting independent films? I'm looking at the questions that are coming up. Are you accepting independent films?
Of course.
Are you accepting? I'm sorry, I'm just going through some of the questions that have come up. Are you accepting stage plays that were shot professionally? So it's
oh boy, that's something that I've been looking for so long.
Gotcha.
I love stage plays shot professionally. Please, if you have a stage play shot professionally, I like those ones that are church. I just like stage plays. Period.
Okay, so I'm
James,
going to.
and you can tell them a lot of times they hear us say it, and I always say, listen, if you have content. Now, I've had my musician friends reach out to me, but I'm always telling them, listen, if you have content, get it to me. I said I'm
They
gonna.
need to hear it from
They
your
need to hear it
mouth.
from you.
What role we're playing? Well, we have the Candy and Kev show, but can you hear it from your mouth? What role you're playing?
I have 4 people on
I'm
my.
sorry, I cut you off. So start that sentence again.
But you guys are on my board right now, okay? And the reason that you're on my board because we've had conversations, and you can't trust everybody with your brand, okay? And we have worked. I mean, we have talked about different things, and they've come to fruition. You guys have just gone and exceeded further than I. Once we talked, that's all I had to do, and you took it from there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people out there, okay? And I'm if it's a good project, come on, let's work it out, okay? And if Candy and Kev if you talk to Candy and Kev and they said that they are going to do it, it's got to be a good project because they know how we work together.
Mm-hmm.
So to say this, don't hesitate.
So
Okay.
another question is, what if it's not a full feature film, but it's a short film? Does your network have a place for short film? So a short film is usually like maybe anywhere from it could be from 5 to 10 minutes. Do you have a place for that on your network?
Let me tell you, right now you have the new norm is going to be 5 to 7 minutes. A lot of films. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to have a night just for those films. We just purchased another 50, I say, B-list films, another 25 A-list films.
Oh, hold on, guys. Just hang in there. We're going to get him back. Don't you worry. We're going to get him back. There he is.
Goes.
Hold on. So finish. We have to get your sound. Hold on, James. We have to get your sound figured out. So while Kevin is working to get his sound figured out, let me tell you. Let me just give him a little shout out really quick. Kevin,
James,
really had to
go out and come back in.
Learn how to do a lot of this production on his own. So kudos. It's a poor dog that won't bark in his own backyard. So I want to appreciate and celebrate Kevin for honing that skill. But if you just joined us, we're going to go ahead and shoot that infomercial one more time so you can see what it is we're talking about. While Kevin is fixing that, he's going to get that infomercial up. We're just working with technology here, guys. We're working with technology. So, but just so you know, again, we're going to. Oh, okay. We have a little vignette for you to watch to give you a little more information about Jam Networks. Tune into this. Hi, this is Candy and Kev, and you know us from Car Conversations, but hey, it's the year 2020, and it's time to take that thing up to the next level.
It just begun. Come on, everybody, you're sure to get your laugh on.
No, boy, y'all doing one of the commercials and everything. Yes. So far, so good though.
You good?
All right, and so we're back. We're back. And you probably are wondering, what do they have on their face? What do they have on their face? Read it. This says Global Mixed Gender Basketball. It's a thing. It's a thing, guys. Um, Let me take that off. And our CEO not only looking out for our professional well-being, but over the weekend we received these in the mail. He's so funny. I love him. He says, Candy, I see you out there running, promoting the other stuff. Come on, let's promote the company you sit on the board for. How about that? So he sent me these, and guess what? And I love it because the first thing that I check for is good quality, and it has that slit so I can put the filters. I can put my filter to make sure it's good. But James, my next run I go out in public, you're going to see me with my Global Mixed Gender Basketball face mask on. So here's the, I was going to say, we talked a little bit about the Jam Network, with James being the CEO of Jam Network. He is also the CEO of Global Mixed Gender Basketball. What is that about? Who are the types of teams and who are the people behind these teams, James? Fill us in.
Well, Global Mixed Gender Basketball was started about 5 years ago. I'm not really a basketball fan because I didn't understand why women and men weren't playing together. And everybody thought I was crazy. They said, what are you talking about? That's never going to happen. So I started out with a partner who's no longer with me, but I started Global Mixed Gender Basketball. And how it works is like this. The first quarter, there's 3 women, 2 men. The second quarter is 3 men, 2 women. It alternates each quarter. Our teams are basically set up with 4 NBA players, 4 WNBA players, and 4 unknowns or street ball.
Say that piece again because they're not believing us. So 4 NBA, 4 WNBA, and what?
And 4 street ballers.
That's an exciting game.
Now, the women get 4 points from the 3-point line, and believe me, when you come to a co-ed basketball game, it's nothing else like it. Period. We just had a game in Washington D.C., okay, which was packed, and it's a hell of a feeling to stand up after so many years of putting something together, and you see fans coming in to watch your game.
So who are some of the names behind some of these teams?
Well, we have 8 teams. We have in Atlanta, we have Tiny Harris. Right here in New York, we got Mick Benzo and Ice-T. In Miami, we have Trina and Trick Daddy. These are team owners. We have our president, Master P, who's been very instrumental in helping me out. He used to play with the NBA himself. We have Anwan Glover at our Washington Fusion team. We have, we've got Laura Govan and Wendy Jackman, who's the co-owner with Laura Govan in Chicago.
But there you got the names. You're bringing them in.
So, wait a minute.
Oh, I was going to say,
you don't want to mention that person?
We just Monique just bought her team in Houston, Texas. And just before our pandemic, we did an inauguration with her in Houston. The press was there. It was just such an exciting, because she's a comedian, but she wants her team to be like, she's just so excited. Her and her husband, Sydney. So our next game, we won't be able to have the season that we wanted, but we will definitely, we're talking with ESPN right now, and we definitely will have our next game in Houston, Texas.
So so we know you mentioned NBA, WNBA, and then you mentioned that group that everyone likes to watch. Now, we love the NBA and the WNBA, but we love to watch the street ballers, especially in Philly, because they're not worried about being cute or whatever. They doing those tricks, those trick plays, and they giving it all they have. if there are some street ballers out there who are aspiring and they would love to try out for one of these teams, how do they do that?
Well, we've been right now. We're looking for players in Texas. We'll be looking for players in New Jersey soon. We have a New Jersey buyer. Okay, watch the website. Okay, go to the website globalmixedgenderbasketball.com. Click on teams. Okay, um, we're looking for cheer dancers. I keep saying cheerleaders, but they're co-ed. So we're looking for cheer dancers, especially in the Texas area. But you don't have to live there. She's looking for full-bodied women. Um, that's one type. She's looking for all type of bodies. Bodies.
So that
Okay.
actually leads me to a very good question. Is there a age limit or age cap for those street ballers to try out?
Nope. Nope. There's no. We
Okay.
had a lady in Atlanta. This is funny. She was 55 years old.
Wow.
Now wait a minute now, okay? Because people thought I was crazy, but she might not have been able to play the whole 4 quarters. But if I was the owner, I would have said, "Listen, I want her to be because she could play that. She could shoot from the 3 points. Okay, she might not have a 1 quarter in her, but I don't care. Bring it on. Okay, that's the difference with global mixed gender basketball. Not on the league, so I can pretty much do what I want to as long as Master P every now and again will pull me back and say, Scott, let's do this. But besides that, it's a new league. It should have been done a long time ago, and I'm fortunate enough to be the CEO of the league.
So in addition to the ballers, do you have opportunities for people? Because I know that there were a lot of people who maybe in college they helped to run the games.
Commentary.
Either commentary or some of the back of the house. Not well, I guess it was the man. I don't. They used to call them like in college. You saw a student who was like a manager or whatever. They helped out with the teams, getting them, moving them where they needed to be, and all of that stuff. Is there a place for people like that who have experience working? They don't necessarily play basketball, but they have experience working with basketball teams. I guess that's the best way to put it.
We're going to start a program very soon, Ashley Samuels, with interns for each of our cities. Okay. That's a program we're starting once the season starts. But if you're interested, like I say, go to Global Mixed Gender Basketball, call our office number, which is 201 606 2617.
Say that one more time. 201.
201 606 2617, extension 3.
And one of the things that I love about this basketball league is a friend of mine's. I don't know if I've ever shared this with you. One of the owners in Washington is a good friend of mine's, and we've been in contact with each other for a long time. And he wanted me to come to the game in DC, but we had a prior event that we were having. But when I saw the footage of it, one of the things that I love about it is such a family oriented situation. You can take your kids, you can take your grandmom, and it's just like it reminds you of a great basketball game, but that Harlem Globetrotter feeling. Like you're going to go and have a great time. It's a family event. So if you can even speak to that and how you structured it. So
And before you get to that, I want to make sure because I did pin the number. I have 201 606 2617 extension 3.
Yes, that's the number, and you'll talk to her in our office, and Laura Jones will help you out with anything you want to discuss or any questions you have. They can handle it.
Okay.
So
I'm
was
sorry.
that intentional in regards to making sure that it felt like you're not just going to a game, you're going to an experience.
Okay. We have trademarked the word "the future of basketball."
Mhm.
Okay, and now this father and son mostly would go to the game. You see a couple of women, of course, the ones that want to talk to the players and stuff like that. But now the husband and the wife, the daughter and the son can all go to the game together. Now, I'm going to tell you this: the reason why I have celebrities owners because we can have a halftime, a great halftime. So you're not only coming to a basketball sporting event, you're coming to a show itself.
And
Okay.
they're going to be able to see Candy and Kev at
Yes.
some of these halftime
Yeah.
shows.
Yes.
Y'all before, but y'all that when the first time said, well, you know, we're not going to really want to be doing. And Kev's going to be on the sideline talking. I guarantee you they're going to do it. Okay. We have Sierra Ross, who's been with us. Sierra Ross is probably one of our. She's our press secretary. She's going to be calling the game on the sideline too. But you know, it's just something it's the time is now. You know, it's just now. Okay, when you see a woman dunk on a guy, okay, and walk away, okay, and everybody goes, oh, okay.
Look, James, you know I love that. You know I love that.
You know, we got Cappy Poindexter. We have oh God, and she's gonna kill me if I. We have Corey Sauce. He's always on TV. He's part of us. Oh God, Manisha Blake. I know I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but I know you're watching. And a lot of other unknowns that are really Cappy Poindexter. I mean, Cappy Poindexter was like the last game. It was incredible how she was fearless. Okay. We've had people like Jermaine Wiggins. We have had Shorty. Shorty started out with us from the beginning. Shorty's might be about 4 foot, just hitting 5 feet. And she would take the ball between the guy's legs, come out the other side, and make the shot.
I'm loving it. I wish y'all had like a track team or something so I can do something. But listen, we've pinned that information up, guys. If you know some awesome street ballers out there, again, they don't necessarily, I mean, you know, it's the nature of the game. It's the nature of the beast. If you have to go where the opportunities are. So if right now we don't have a Philly league, not Philly team. However, there are opportunities. I would like to say that as well. So you can call this number that's pinned on this screen, 201-606-2617, extension 3. So all it takes, and think about this, one thing that we have been saying over the last couple of weeks, we're talking about people pulling to black and brown people pulling together their money and creating business opportunities for themselves. So that's a two-pronged message. If you know some street ballers and you know that they are talented and they just need a shot, give them this number. Have them reach out. You no longer have an excuse.
Matter of fact, I'm calling out all of my celebrity friends in Philadelphia. Meek Mills, Jill Scott, all of y'all. We need a basketball team. Call Mr. Scott.
That's a good point now, okay? There should be a Philly team.
Yes.
There should be Mills should have a team. Jill Scott should have a team in
Philly. K Hart.
If they're listening, give us a call. We'll work it out. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Monique would not have purchased a team from us if she didn't think this is the future of basketball. Okay? IT, Mick Benzo. Mick Benzo, his crew spent a lot of money to own their team in New York. Because they see the future of basketball. Okay.
Matter of fact, I'm calling out Mama Patti LaBelle. Come on, Patty.
So I did pin that information for the global mixed gender.
You unpinned it.
I just unpinned it because now if someone is interested let's segue back to Jam Network because I would like to have the opportunity to pin some information there. If someone is interested, now the people who personally know me and Kev, you guys are without excuse.
Yeah.
Like you have no excuse. You've heard it from the man on. See, because James, what I think is that people think because we don't tell everybody the meetings that we sit in on or the conference calls that we sit in on, we kind of move mostly in silence, but because we're very transparent on TV, people don't think that it's a, because we don't tell all our business, but today you heard from the CEO himself. So if you personally know me, you are a creative, and I know there are dope creatives. We have featured some of their work here on our show. You are now without excuse. I know that there were two people in particular who are dope creatives. They said I had to hop off, but I'm submitting. What is the information? Is there a telephone number or is there an email address that you would like them to submit to? Because I would like to pin that here so they can jot that information down.
They could. Oh wow. Let me see. Oh boy, Ashley Samuels at jamnetworktv.com.
Hold on, I'm putting that in. Ashley Samuels
at jamnetworktv.com.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll put up some. I think I have a flyer as well. I can put up. One of the things that I do want to say to the creators and anybody that is interested. One of the things that I love about James is business, and he understands. One thing I love about
I'm sorry. I just want to make sure you said Ashley Samuels at jamnetworktv.com.
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay.
One of the things that I learned in business, a smart investor only invests in people that's already invested in themselves. So if you have not invested in your own project, if you have not put up your own dollars in your own project, don't come thinking, okay, James is just going to write you a check to say I'm gonna do all. Come with something already that he can say, okay, let's help you take it to the next level. A lot of times people just want to walk into a situation. James will tell you. James called me one day after he saw one of our production and the show got better. He said, did I make sure I signed that contract with you guys? Because he saw that we were willing to invest in our own vision.
And then I love it because then he said, you guys took it that far on your own. Come on up to the house. I got some
stuff for you.
He said, I need y'all to kick it up even more so. So once he believes in a project, he will put, he will be right
there. Project. We'll put the money behind the project. Okay, we'll ask you what your budget is. You tell me exactly what your cost was. Don't try to inflate it because I will know. Okay. He immediately went and told Candy and Kev, okay, we have a budget. We talked about our budget. We talked about where we were gonna do the show at, and we talked about what we would do and what they would have to do. And being business people, this is why I have a couple of people. I have Candy and Kev. I have the Wilkins Ministry. The Wilkins Ministry will be on Jam Network. It's not preaching. It just talks about life and how to deal with your spouse, how to deal with people. And they have done the same thing. Okay. But if you have a show and I see you have created two shows that we see, it's going to bring analytics to the channel. We'll say, okay, now we need to talk moving forward. See the Candy and Kev Show from their when this pandemic is over, okay, and they're just practicing right now. Okay, I saw it was a guy Showtime. Is his name Showtime?
Yeah, Showtime.
Yes, Showtime.
So the artists they're bringing to their channel, to their show is amazing. Okay, I watch and I say, okay, I ain't got to say nothing else about that no more. Okay, the music you haven't even heard yet. I'm not just saying this because I know there are other people out there that have the same drive. Okay, let's do something together. This is a time we need to pull together a Black experience.
And you know what I want to say to what you just said, James, I have to say this. And from a CEO perspective, you can please weigh in. A lot of times, Kevin and I took a chance and we just did what we knew to do. We've been married for a number of years. We have these different conversations. And, over the course of 27 years, people have said, I would just love to be a fly on the wall just to listen to y'all talk. Because there's something wrong with y'all. The joking way, there's something wrong with y'all. So we were in one day, 5 or 6 years ago, I videotaped Kevin being Kevin. And, it segued into this. But oftentimes people think that they have to see what other people are doing and mimic them. But what many CEOs and showrunners and things like that are looking for is authenticity and you working your own lane. So can you speak to that, James?
Okay, I maybe didn't get that because I was thinking about some of the shows we have. Um, I have what right now. I got another. I got a show called A Lobbyist coming. Okay, I have another show with CC Minton. People might know CC, and working with CC is like pulling teeth. Okay, because a lot of these people think it's so difficult to do things. And I'll give an example. I've been an entrepreneur since I was little. I mean, I used to sell Christmas cards. I used to rake leaves. I did everything to make sure I had my car when I was 16 years old. I had a record shop on Teaneck Road, and everybody said, "How you gonna get a record shop?" Okay, I know I'm not answering your question, but you get a cigar box, you rent the place, and you get some records. Okay, we had the first record store with myself and Russell Moody, and we used to get records from Frankie Crocker. He used to give us tons and tons of records. Okay, so you just have to make that move. Candy, you got there? Tell me what that correct.
So the short version is sometimes people think, up and comings think that they need to watch TV and mimic what they see other people doing in order to be a success. And what I said was, Kevin and I didn't do that. We just used what we have and who we are, our originality, to build the Candy and Kev show. And that's what attracted you to us, because we were just being ourselves. So I was basically saying, maybe they need to hear from a CEO of a network that you're looking for authenticity. You're not just looking for somebody who just watch TV and doing what everyone else is doing.
Well, that's why I had to check and make sure I had the contract signed with y'all guys, because y'all guys are very unique. And Kevin looked kind of funny as things were getting better and better. I said, whoa, hold up, y'all. No, to answer your question, yeah, we're looking for that different person. Okay, we're looking for that different cooking show. We're looking for that physical fitness trainer. Okay, that comes on in the morning at 6:00. We haven't found that person yet. So if you're out there, let's talk.
Pause. I know at least 6 of you without even thinking.
Yeah.
So you have no excuse. I'm not going to start calling names, but I'm sorry. Go ahead.
These are the things we want to have: a daytime lineup that looks like Channel 7 with Dr. Phil, Dr. this one, Dr. that one. But our people, it doesn't have to be our people. Our diabetes doctor is from India, but she is so good, because you people out there that might have diabetes, okay, or whatever, you're not being told the truth about your conditions. And we've had games where if we would test people, I would spend my money to have you tested. If you came in and got tested, I would give you a free ticket to the game. Okay? Because we have so many people out there with diabetes who are just walking around and don't know they have it. Okay?
I was one of those individuals. For years, I never knew I had it.
And an example is the woman that I put in charge, Joanne Millar. She said, "Okay, Mr. Scott, I'm going to call a diabetes association," and she went to place, and so they said, "We're going to test you," and when they tested her, she had it. All right. So these are things that are close to dear to me, because the Diabetes Association is a joke. Okay. I called the Diabetes Association. I said, "Listen, could you bring your truck over and so you can test people?" Okay. Do you realize they do not have one truck to test people nowhere in the United States of America? Okay. So why are we giving money to them? I got a problem with that. All right. But yes, if you have something that's unique, okay, bring it to Jam Network. Okay. Bring it to Candy and Kev. They're on the board. Okay. We have only 4 board members right now. We'll have 8 before it's over. But right now, I only want people to have vision. Okay. People that understand the way the CEO works, that the way
I'm going to tell y'all now, if you got onion skin, he not the one to fool with, because he gonna listen. Get yourself. Funny story. I have to tell you a funny story. So he's used to us, being all dressed up, and of course, he knows what we bring. But then when we started the at home edition, I am a lover of graphic tees. I love tees with a message. All of my t-shirts have some type of message. So it was so funny. After like the first 3 days of me rocking the tees and shouting out the tees, and that was my way of helping small businesses. We get a call from the CEO. He said, I got a question for y'all too. Where's Candy? Get her on speakerphone. Now, y'all just dressed down for at home, right? Y'all not gonna do this with me in the studio, right? I said, no, we're not gonna do this in the studio.
I think it was that one day you had pajamas on.
Oh, and one day I said, listen, I ain't got to work today. I wore my pajamas because I'm getting back in bed. He called us like I felt like I was getting called to the principal's office. Y'all just doing this for this at home, right? Y'all getting back into the real clothes later. So I was thinking about that when I got up this morning. I said, Kevin, we got to put on real clothes.
Yeah, we had to represent for them.
You know what? And we can't do this, okay? Let me just say this, and this is really strange. At my age, when we grew up, a lot of times you didn't see black people on TV. Okay? And I don't know, and this is something that I find out when we watch shows like Donna Reed or Leave It to Beaver, all these shows back in the 50s and 60s, you kind of get to a point where you think that the way white people do their thing is the norm, okay? And I have to catch myself sometimes. Someone said, and I looked at you guys the other day because I know every morning you talk to different people that come on and they're regulars, okay? And I had a conversation because I put it out there to a lot of people that watch the Candy Kev Show. Tell me what you think, because we're testing online right now. And they said, oh, it's so great. But, in the beginning, when they see they're talking to all these people and stuff like that, I don't know. They take a lot of time doing that. And for a minute, okay, I said, yeah, they need to get rid of that part. No. That's part of them that are connected to their people, okay? And nobody else does that. And it's a lot of things that nobody else does that you guys do, okay? And I can tell by talking to some people that are on your stream, on your line, on that they're very intelligent people. They're professional people that are watching, and they're watching the way that I saw you in the car and said, I'm gonna get them. Okay. Y'all said you're not gonna get us. I said, yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah, the first time he reached out to us, I was
We're
like,
yeah,
whatever.
right.
That's just another person trying to get us
And look at
again.
us now on the board talking about, let's get everybody else on board. But listen, we really thank you because honestly, and I'm not like, y'all know Kevin and I tell it like it is. This man, I don't know what y'all have been doing during this quarantine, but this man has been on conference calls, making deals and doing so many different things, making sure, for instance, we're just one of the shows, but just making sure that we had what we needed and the support that we needed to make sure that we brought a quality show, even from our kitchen. You guys are in our kitchen right now, but so we know that he's a very busy man, but we thank you for taking the time to join Car Conversations with Candy and Kev, the Stay Home edition. Yes. And we are so excited to bring the Candy and Kev show. Go ahead, Kev.
Yeah, so one of the things that I will say, which has totally impressed us, is he is a CEO. When we call, he picks up.
And he also says, Candy, how much money is this going to cost me?
Like, it's never been a time when I called him. And even if it had to go to voicemail, he calls me right back.
And
I appreciate
really love the fact that, we heard for the first time as our viewers about him standing up for us because he knows, he gets to know his content creators. And one of the things that we were very adamant about, even when we were negotiating our contract, is of course we're gonna want the A-listers and things like that, but it's because of the people, our grassroots people, that we got attention in South Africa, in Japan, in Hollywood. So there's no way Candy and Kev are going to get new and then all of a sudden forget. And so of course, yes, we're going to have A-list guest on our show, but we're going to always make sure to stay true to who we are and make our community, we call them our carpoolers, make them proud.
Be the voice of the people.
Be the voice of the people. And sometimes it's an uncomfortable but necessary voice. Yes. Thank you, Mr. James Scott. And before you go, is there anything that you would like to say to our viewers?
Well, watch Learn to Marry Me was one of our shows, going to be on daytime with Ray Ash, who's the creator, and Audrey Young. Also, Jam Network is going to be free. Okay, we make our money on commercials. All right, so when we launch in July, be ready to sign up. Okay, because the more people that we have watching our channel, the bigger that we're going to get, and we're going to make sure, because we're going to have Monique, Ice-T, Mick Benzo, Tiny, Master P, Trina and Trick Daddy, Laura Govan. I know I'm missing somebody, but hey, Jam Network and GMGB, the future of basketball. Thank you.
You mentioned something. Now, don't go, because you just mentioned something, and you know how my brain works. You mentioned commercials. We know a lot of small business and entrepreneurs. If there are people who are, and a lot of them we have featured since we've been doing this at home edition. If there are people that are interested in running commercial spots on Jam Network, how do they do that? How do they get that information?
Go to Ashley Samuels at Jam Network, jamnetworktv.com.
Okay, so I'm going to put that back up there. I did have her up there. So Ashley Samuels at jamnetworktv.com. So listen up, guys, all my entrepreneurs. And I want to say this. I don't know if you've been watching it, James, but there has been a Black-owned business movement that has been going around on social media. And in just 1 week, one group that I'm involved with, there were in just 1 week over 100,000 people signed up and put their tags and registered online.
Because I was trying to look how do we add.
And so we can at 250 right now. We'll be talking to them because we want to be involved with them. I don't know who's the owner of who puts this together, but we want to create a Facebook type. We want to really talk with them. That's my next phone call this morning. My daughter, Belinda Sally, who is one of our administrators, she's been discussing that with me since yesterday. Okay, we want to be a part of that movement. We're actually going to have a channel called Black Owned Shopping Club. Okay?
Perfect. That's perfect. I love it.
But this gentleman whoever started this, I want to find out who started this. Give me a call. I want to talk to him.
So listen, if you are an entrepreneur, if you have a business, so if you have an online business, if you have a brick and mortar business, and again, listen. Don't come with no foolishness, because they can smell foolishness a mile away. But if you are a legit online business or brick and mortar business and you are looking for commercial opportunities on the network, I have it pinned there. Ashley Samuels at jamnetworktv.com. Get in touch with them. You are now without excuse for why they won't let me run my commercial, so I don't have access to this. We are giving you the keys.
So before
I'll give you a challenge, okay? First 5 that come to us run your commercials for free for the first 2 months.
Tell them they gotta mention Candy and Kev.
If you go to Candy and Kev, don't come to me, go to Candy. The first five businesses for 2 months, we're going to run your commercials. Have your commercial ready, okay? Bring me at least 50 to 100 subscribers, okay? And we'll run you for 2 months, okay?
You don't get any back. If you don't know about this industry, you don't the dollar amount for 2 months of running commercial. Listen, so you heard it from the CEO, because I think y'all think me and Kevin be out here lying in these streets. We're not lying in these streets.
You go straight to Kevin and Candy and Kev. Okay?
The first 5 people, and here's the thing, usually because I know so many people that have so many good products, many of them I use, I kind of coax them. I'm coaxing no one, because if you want to grow your business, you're going to have to get up off your seat of do nothing and step up your game. Level up.
And if you need help developing your commercial,
We
get in
have
contact
we
with
have
me.
video, we have everything that you would need.
Yeah.
So the first 5 people, matter of fact, I'm gonna, because so it'll go to one place, because sometimes people will just contact Kevin or just contact me. DM on the Candy and Kev Facebook.
Yeah.
DM on the Candy and Kev Facebook to make it honest, so so it won't be like, well, I contacted Kev or I contacted Candy. No, go in to the Candy and Kev Facebook page, DM us the first five, because with the
No, I was going to say they can go to our webpage, and on our webpage it's a submit button that comes right to our email.
Oh, well, there's that. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that there. I'm putting up the Candy and Kev webpage right now as we speak, so everybody has a fair shot. Candy and let me spell it.
And with our commitment to Jam Network, the week that we launch, that whole week is going to be Jam Network week. Every episode, every day that week, we're going to be talking about something about Jam. Whether it's we're going to have learn how to marry me a few people off of there on whatever shows we got running is going to be all dedicated to Jam.
Learn how to marry me, learn how to divorce me, learn how to But listen, we put the website up there. There is a submit button on our website. The first 5, you heard it from the CEO. The first 5, true and real, because don't get me on your bad side. I don't need you to go out and buy a couple lollipops and say, "Oh, now I'm a
I just
lollipop
ignore
seller."
it. I'm not even going to pay no attention.
So we will submit, and we own.
They're coming to you, vet them, and bring them to us. But
yes,
that's I just thought that up just on the fly. But I'm true to what I say, and
yes, he is.
I want some of these to come through. I want those 5 businesses. Let's do it. Let's do the right thing. Thank you very much, you guys.
Have a great one.
Oh, last but not least, on Wednesday, these masks will be on sale, and $2 will go to Black Lives Matter. Okay.
Oh, wow.
It's better than that.
Wow. We'll put up a picture with ours on and tell people that as well.
So thank you. Today's show, we have had a conversation with none other than James Scott, the CEO of Jam Network and Global Mixed Gender Basketball. We thank him for taking the time out to be on the show with us. Now listen, guys, now will you believe us? Because I feel like y'all wasn't believing us. Now he said he is looking for content. He's looking for
Melanie? Wasn't bad, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. He is looking for people for fitness, to do a morning television fitness show. He's looking for chefs. He's looking for all types, short films, full feature films, independent films, professionally, I'm going to say this one more time for my people in the middle and the back, professionally taped or videographed stage productions. I'm going to say that one more time. Professionally filmed stage productions. These are the type of content. Y'all, he bringing Donnie, what's his name?
Donnie Simpson, Mr. Simpson. Green Eyes himself.
Y'all know he was the video soul guy, so y'all know we about to have some popping music once again on TV. This has been a very special edition of...
And really quickly, we were able to announce that here first. Because that just
just happened yesterday. So
yes,
here you go. You get breaking news first.
Yes.
So now, because sometimes people think we all be, just because we don't tell you guys everything, know that we are constantly working, constantly in meetings, constantly, doing things behind the scenes. And guess what? My commitment, Kevin's commitment is when we get a seat at the table, we have a seat at the table. Mm-hmm. When we get a seat at the table, we are going to continue to be the voice of the people. Yeah. So now here's this thing, because what y'all not going to do is y'all not going to get my seat taken away because y'all submit something that they laugh us out the room. Exactly. So that's why I keep saying dope, TV ready things. And if you are that physical fitness person, but you don't have access to, we have the hook up. You are without excuse. We know we have a connection, and we're not going to say who the name is.
No.
We have the connection to the videographer, cinematographer that can get it done for you. So you are without excuse. So, but again, we got this seat at the table, and we ain't going to jeopardize our seat over no junk. Amen. Yes. Amen windows, amen floors, amen doors. But
so listen, this has been a great show.
And don't forget, I'm sorry, the commercials. If you or a loved one have a business, this is your opportunity to have a commercial on a network that is going to be streaming on Apple TV, on Amazon, on Roku. I forgot the other ones. He's putting these. This is where this is all.
Amazon Fire Stick, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV.
So your commercial will be seen across anywhere that anybody can access these streaming networks. This is where your commercial will be seen. This is where your show will be seen.
This is where Candy and Kev
will be seen.
And you think this is not the whole show. This is the car conversation quarantine. We got something coming for you guys.
That we have not spoke yet.
Yes, we got something coming. It's going to be a whole production. It's going to be.
And it's good. And so y'all don't forget about the global mixed gender basketball. If you know some ballers out there, some street ballers out there that just need that shot, you are without excuse. I done gave you the plug.
And $2 is going back.
We are the plug. And for the purchase of these, $2 are going back. They do, because the first thing I checked, I'm going to be honest, I checked for that little slip for the filter. You can slide that filter in there. And so to make sure that you're keeping yourself real healthy.
And it's comfortable.
It's
very comfortable.
And the thing about it is my husband, the first thing he checked is, he says, some of these don't fit grown men's faces. And so these really fit grown men's faces.
Yes.
So
if you got a beard, you're good.
If you got a beard, you're good. So this has been a special edition of Car Conversations with Candy and Kev, the stay home edition. We had a good conversation with the CEO of Jam Networks and of the Global Mixed Gender Basketball. We gave you a lot of information. Please remember that the first 5 small business or business owners. I'm going to say that small business owners. You go to www. It's right up there, candyandkev.com. Submit, and we're going to keep it honest. We're going to look at the timestamp. The first 5 that are legit. Please know, if you don't know me, I check stuff out. So I'm not going to submit something that's going to get me laughed out the boardroom, okay?
I wouldn't even submit it.
The first 5 legit businesses, whether you are an online business or a brick and mortar business, whatever your product is, don't say, well, they might not like my product. They selling everything nowadays, okay? So you have your opportunity. Like Kevin and I are committed. Now you kind of got a glimpse of the type of conversations that we're having behind closed doors,
and
okay?
I remember a little while ago, my wife submitted a call out for all.
I was so frustrated.
So listen, if you have not, because you didn't do nothing. I don't even know if that's.
I had to put an apology out. I was talking to. I was like, we always talking about when is it going to be our show?
We were on. When this is when we were.
When we were still doing car conversations, because it was before the quarantine. We kept saying, listen, y'all. Submit. We couldn't really talk. So just have this as a lesson that we can't always tell you exactly why, but when the call goes out, please know we're not BSing. It's the truth.
So I know you guys are wondering, why is that guy Greg Cock pictured up all this time? Because we're going to leave you with some good, feel good music. Prayerfully, this video didn't leave us. So we're going to leave you with Greg Cox, man. You guys have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow.
And don't forget, like I always say, we love you, boo. And ain't a thing you can do about it. We'll see you tomorrow.